All right, fishing mission number 1. Total cost so far $16.35. Coffee, 1 litre of water, traveller pie, don't tell Kate. Tides are crap, but we're going to send it anyway and see if we can't snavel a pinky. It's all good data, so we've got a dropping tide bottoming out when we should be out there. I've got crappy frozen bait, so we'll see how we go. It's dark, but you got to go fishing when you can go fishing. So at least we'll be able to tell what the falling tide holds in the future. See you when we get out there. All right, hopefully the car noise isn't too bad, but we're just smashing her in 4-wheel drive, back to hit the 4-wheel drive track. It's 6:30, it's already dark, it's winter here, southwest of WA. Small 4-wheel drive, trek down onto the beach, cruise along the beach. Hopefully no one's in the spot. Sometimes there's people there, but there's plenty of coast to fish where we're a good chance. It's looking pretty cool. I thought I might have seen lightning before, but there's no clouds, so I'm not sure what that was, but just send it. Too much lightning, I'll come home. Easy peasy. Should be fishing in about 5 minutes, I reckon. Send it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Fish to be caught, boys. All right, we are at the beach. You can probably hear it. I'm yelling to try and keep over the waves. Magic, absolutely magic. Not a soul here. Little bit of lightning on the horizon, so you just keep an eye on that with the big graphite rods, because I don't really want to get fried. But let's get baits in the water. Moonrise coming up. Woo, I'm excited. Hopefully I can film a lot of this. I've only got my iPhone. The GoPro's flat. Didn't prepare myself. But yeah, we'll get into it. Hopefully I can show you my rigs and stuff. I should have some lights here, and hopefully we get some fish and I can get some of it on camera. I've backed the car right down to the water so I can film my fight hopefully and be in the light. But let's get set up and get into it before this lightning hits. Hopefully we can get some fish. Yoo! So we're pretty well ready. So I'm running tonight solo, so I've gone a little bit heavier so I can just winch stuff straight up. GoPro's a bit, you have to forgive all the dodgy camera setup. First time going for the video, so I'll see what it's like when I get home, but better to get out and make it than to never do it. A couple of guys have been asking. So I'm running my Horizon, a bit hard to get that in the light. Medium heavy, 2 to 4 ounce or 3 to 5. Tell you in a second because that's kind of important. 2 to 4 PE, 3 to 5 ounce. So I run a 5 and a bait, and that works really well on this rod. 30 or 20 pound line. 20 if you're not very good at casting like me and you want to get the extra distance. 30 if you want a bit more strength, just to He-Man stuff up onto the shore when you're by yourself because someone can't tail it. 30 pound Taz braid, love Taz line. I reckon it's amazing. Never had any issues with it, and the guy who runs it is awesome. Now made in Australia as well, so I mean you can't go wrong with that. And I'm running 100 pound braided leader. I'm getting on this braided leader. I think it's good. It definitely, like if you have average technique with your cast, I find, which I do, or it happens anyway, you can still crack it off, but it goes through the guides like an absolute rocket, and it helps with the timing of your cast. Like there's no stretch, so you don't get any whiplashy effect, and no, I'm rating it. Still got to tweak it a bit, but I'm liking that. Down to a 3-way swivel, Ocean's Legacy, BKK, 10-0 circle tonight because I'm by myself, big dogs only. Got my little dingle dangle on the end there. Gonna have fresh mullet for bait. I'm just gonna prep that now and we'll get a rod in the water. It's absolutely magical down here, so I'm hoping the audio and everything's working. And we can get some fish before the lightning sets in. So see you in a little bit. Whew. All right, first bait. Fingers crossed. Might just turn this down so it doesn't muff everything up. Usually like to get fresh bait, but doesn't always happen. Alright, how big is this dingle here? A little bit big. Go this way. So just sizing it up on my dangle. Alright. Usually I just like to run cutlets. This spot requires a pretty decent cast, but we know that. So for the sake of gathering information, we'll just go with small casts tonight and see if I can still get it done. Make it a bit more streamlined. Alright. Oops. Alright, so lightly through the bait, important. It still needs something to hold it on, and then wedge this guy in here. Not bad. Not bad. It'll do for our first bait. Make a few cuts in here, get some smell. Alright. Got my bait cotton. Big thanks to Will. Brought this bad boy back over from South Africa. Legend. It's just a bait cotton with a pop top lid. Bloody ingenious. So we're going to sand that, get it nice and tight. Now, because this is fairly rigid, the tail of this dangle, I'm not going to worry too much, but if this was Dacron, you would want the bait to come right down, because if this is too floppy, it's not going to release well off your sinker when you clip it onto cast. And I always also like to go over the top, like that. Back around, and then back over the other way, just to make sure nothing slurps the bait off the end. All right. I mean, that's, you know, we're restricted for time with the lightning, so I think that is going to do it for now. Snapper are pretty aggressive. If they're out there and they're feeding, they're going to come in. That's still a fairly oily bait. Like, I could hammer these out, tie them on the outsides, make it a little bit more streamlined, like that, around there. Give it a bit more smell. In fact, let's get him on there. Get him on there. There we go. Sand crabs can pick at that if it comes off, no stress. Good burley. Now, where did the other bit go? Here we go. Smush him out. Smash him on the other side. Boom. All right. Half inches. There we go. That is a killer bait. Oily as, ready to clip on. So we use these grapnel sinkers, of course. So they hold in the surf. I want to anchor my bait. This is an oily bait. I want the smell to bring the fish to it. If it washes around too much, the smell is just going to spread over too large an area, so not so good. This, I want to sit there, I want the smell of this to waft out, and I want the fish to come to it. But that's going to clip on there like that. fire out as one, hit the bottom, release. We're in. All right, let's send it. Hopefully I'll report back with a fish on. Alrighty, we've just had our first nibby on the glow stick. So I picked the rod up. I really want to get a live strike, but it's bloody hard. I'm just not set up. Like you can see here, I've got my bloody iPhone there in a Macca's bag. Lol. So it doesn't get frosty. Hopefully that's set up with the right angle. Try not to put the headlamp in your face. Man, it's nice. I need to get Giddo down here to teach me how it's done. Oh, we're still getting some nibs though, so fingers crossed. It's either an eagle ray or something very small nipping at the bait. So anyway, be a good practice run, that's for sure. I'll just leave this going and we'll see what happens. Wedge it there properly. Boom. All right. Get ready. Fingers crossed. Definitely feeling like an eagle ray. She's sort of sat on the bait. Boom, boom. He's on there now. Oh. I'm running a circle hook, quite a big one, so I've got to let it get it down too. Alright, here we go. Just fiddling. Might even be a big squid. Well, we're in. Not very big, whatever it is. Well, it was a ray, not an eagle, but still, usually these things show up just before the big dogs do. Have a look at the spine on him. That's wild. All right, quickly get him back in the water, get another bait back out there. First cast, first fish, you. All right, bait number 2, just freshen the old one up, still fine, heaps of oil, so let's send this one, get it back out in the same spot roughly, keep the burley trail going. Oh, so let me turn this off. I just filmed a screaming run, or thought I did. Turns out I hadn't turned the GoPro on. So I'm pretty sure we've got an eagle ray, some form of ray. I'm gonna have to run down and grab it. It's just about at the water's edge. But we'll report back with what it was in a second. All right, thumping big eagle ray. These things are a good sign. A lot of people don't really like them, but they're a bit of fun, and they seem to be a precursor fish for me. I usually catch a couple of these and then the big dog comes along, so a sign the bite time might be coming on. And he's kindly enough left me with my sinker this time. So let's get him back and get another bait out. Woo, 2 from 2. All right, might be getting a nib. I'll run down and grab the rod and bring it up, see if we can't get the hook up live. I noticed, sorry about the head up, I noticed about 80 meters in, there's a big frayed spot in the braid, so it's going to be a tense fight. I've already rigged up my other rod and I'll run you through that when I reel this one in, but I'm not risking it. I've seen a mate, if you follow my Insta, you'll know who I'm talking about, J-Dog. Lost a really good fish on hookup because the weed sits on your line and rubs and wears through, and it's really hard to notice with the braid unless you just happen to stumble across it like I did. So don't want that happening, not going to risk it. Yeah, I'll run down and grab this rod and we'll see what's happening. Very little battery left, so I won't give it too long, but we'll see if we can't get a live one. I would have thought if it was our target species, it would have just smoked it. Oh, hang on. Oh, something's definitely having a go. But yeah, I would have thought if it was our, turn on little screen, our target species, it would have just smoked it and ran off. So I'm thinking another ray. Just got to grind through them. Give him a jiggle, give him a G up. Oh man, check out the moonrise, holy smoke. That'll be why we had that bite time. Just like I said, the rays generally signal to start. So moonrise, it's always a bit of action I find at night off the beach. Moon above is also another good one. And then obviously the tides, which are related to that, if you do a bit of researching. So yeah, I'd say now though that she's above the horizon, well and truly, it's probably going to peter off a bit as we hit the dead low, and then hopefully get a little bit of a bite time on the incoming before I bail. Probably give it to around 10 tonight. See how we go, got work in the morning. All right, not wasting any more battery on that one. I'll report back if I get anything. Well, GoPro's dead. It is glorious down here. So I don't know how, oh, check out that moon. I don't know how I'm gonna go filming the hookups or anything like that. I'll do my best to get something happening. Like I said though, I don't trust the suction cap. It's already dropped me phone once. I don't really wanna muff it up. But yeah, fingers crossed something happens. the mighty bluefish out now because of that line issue. So give it to 10, see what's happening, and if not, call it a night and get back on the grind later on in the week. See if there's any more action. I keep leaving my headlamp on. So, next bait to hit the water is that bad boy. Looks good. I've got a feeling about this one. I reckon it might be time we caught another fish after those bites last time. So let's send it and see what happens. Jeez. Wait. Oh my gosh, that scared the living... Woo. It's just my door shutting. I mean, not exactly the target species. Cool nonetheless. Just put that in there. Circle hook perfectly in the corner, as usual. Pop out. Gotta watch the gnarly spikes on these boys. Look at that. Crazy. Anyway, getting back. I think I'm gonna have one more cast. See how we go. Bang on 10:30, so we've got one more, then I'll call it for the night. Head home and get some sleep. All right, I'm calling it. It's 11:17, so we ended up with a Port Jackson, a smooth ray, and an eagle ray. A few more bites, pretty slow night, but kind of expected it. It's always good to fish these sort of average looking nights on the charts because you just never know, and it just confirms the theories that you already have. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty much me. I'm gonna be knackered tomorrow, so I'm thinking I might keep it sort of vlog style for a bit until I get some of my gear and everything set up properly, and then I might do a trip out east and see how we go. But yeah, let us know if you like the video. Leave a comment below and sub for some more. Peace out.